We've all seen the movies. Astronauts floating gracefully, staring out at Earth, looking completely at peace. It looks kind of nice, honestly. Here's the problem: that's not what space actually does to you. The second you leave Earth, your body starts fighting a war it was never built to fight. No gravity, no air pressure, no magnetic shield, and your body notices immediately. So let's go through what actually happens to you, starting with the stuff that's uncomfortable and ending with the stuff that could kill you in under 15 seconds. Number 10. Your face puffs up like a balloon. On Earth, gravity constantly pulls fluid in your body downward, toward your legs. In space, there's no downward. So all that fluid, about 2 liters of it, drifts straight up into your head and chest. Astronauts call it puffy face syndrome. Within the first 24 hours, your face swells. Your sinuses feel permanently blocked, like you've got a head cold that never goes away, and your legs, meanwhile, get noticeably thinner. NASA nicknamed this chicken legs puffy face. It's not just cosmetic. That extra fluid pressure in your skull is part of a much bigger problem we'll get to later. Number 9. You grow taller. Without gravity compressing your spine, the discs between your vertebrae expand and your spine actually stretches out. Astronauts gain up to 2 inches in height during long missions. Sounds harmless. It's not. That stretching puts serious strain on the surrounding nerves and muscles, and a large percentage of astronauts report significant back pain within the first few days. Some describe it as feeling like their spine is being pulled apart from the inside, and when they come back to Earth, gravity slams that spine back down within about a day, which comes with its own wave of pain. Number 8. Your bones start dissolving. This one's genuinely alarming. Without gravity forcing your skeleton to support your body weight, your bones decide they don't need to be as dense anymore, so they start breaking themselves down. Astronauts lose around 1 to 1.5% of their bone mass per month in space. For comparison, an elderly person with osteoporosis loses about 1 to 1.5% per year. Astronauts lose that in weeks. The calcium from those dissolving bones dumps into the bloodstream, raising the risk of kidney stones. Some of that bone loss never fully comes back, even after they return to Earth and spend months in rehab. Number 7. Your muscles waste away. Same logic as the bones. Your muscles, especially the big ones in your legs and back, exist to fight gravity, take gravity away, and those muscles start shrinking almost immediately. Astronauts can lose up to 20% of their muscle mass on a mission lasting just a few weeks. This is why you'll see astronauts exercising for roughly 2 hours every single day on the International Space Station, on treadmills they're strapped into, and resistance machines built specifically to trick their muscles into thinking they're still fighting gravity. Skip the workouts, and you'd come home barely able to stand. Number 6. Your immune system falls apart. Spaceflight suppresses the immune system in ways scientists still don't fully understand. T cells, a critical part of your body's defense system, stop working properly. Dormant viruses that have been sitting harmlessly in an astronaut's body for years, like chickenpox, can reactivate. At the same time, harmful bacteria on the space station can become more resistant and more aggressive in microgravity. So astronauts end up with a weaker immune system, floating in an enclosed metal box with more dangerous germs. Not a great combination. Number 5. Radiation exposure. On Earth, we're protected by the planet's magnetic field and atmosphere, which block most cosmic and solar radiation. Astronauts on the ISS don't have that same level of protection. They receive roughly 10 times the radiation dose of someone on Earth. Over the course of a mission, this raises long-term cancer risk. A trip to Mars would be even worse. Astronauts would be exposed to a significant portion of NASA's entire career radiation limit in a single trip, and a large solar flare during the journey could deliver a dangerous dose in a matter of hours, with essentially no way to shield against it. Number 4, your eyesight gets worse permanently. This is one of NASA's biggest unsolved problems. It's called Spaceflight-Associated Neuroocular Syndrome, or SANS. Remember that fluid shift toward the head we talked about earlier? Some of that extra fluid pressure pushes on the eyeballs and optic nerve, flattening the back of the eye and causing swelling around the optic disc. The result? A significant number of astronauts on long missions come back with permanently altered vision. Some need glasses for the first time in their life. Others develop changes that never fully reverse. NASA now considers this one of the top health risks for a multi-year mission to Mars. Number 3, sleep basically stops working. On the ISS, astronauts see a sunrise or sunset every 90 minutes, 16 of each every single day. Your body has no idea what time it is anymore. Combine that with the constant hum of machinery, cramped sleeping quarters, and stress, and most astronauts get significantly less sleep than they would on Earth. Some studies show under 6 hours a night on average, even with prescription sleep aids. Chronic sleep deprivation compounds nearly every other problem on this list, including the weakened immune system and cognitive performance. Number 2, your heart changes shape. Without gravity making it work to pump blood upward, the heart doesn't have to work as hard. So, like the muscles, it starts to weaken and can even change from its normal oval shape toward something rounder. Some astronauts have experienced heart arrhythmias in orbit, and when they return to Earth, their weakened cardiovascular system suddenly has to fight gravity again. Several astronauts have reported dizziness, fainting, and an inability to stand upright for long periods immediately after landing. Number 1, explosive decompression. And now the one that could kill you in seconds. If a spacesuit or spacecraft hull is ever breached, the pressure around your body drops to almost nothing, almost instantly. Without pressure, the gases dissolved in your blood and tissues rapidly expand, a condition doctors call embolism. Water in your saliva and on your eyes would begin to boil at body temperature, not because it's hot, but because there's no pressure to keep it liquid. You'd have roughly 10 to 15 seconds of useful consciousness before oxygen deprivation causes you to pass out. Without immediate repressurization, death would follow in about a minute or two. It's rare. Space agencies build an extraordinary redundancy specifically to prevent this, but it's the single fastest, most violent way the human body can fail in space. So the next time you see astronauts floating peacefully past a window, remember, underneath that suit, their body is losing bone, losing muscle, losing sleep, and quietly rewiring itself just to survive out there. Space doesn't want you. It's just letting you visit.